Ik kom nie blomme, hoeka chaka. Quentin de kok gaan het, ik kom nie blomme.
Hey.
Die Blackcaps kan huis toe gaan. Hello guys and welcome back to the Blêrie Podcast with myself, world champion, and the other world champion. Hello world champion, how are you?
Good, and how are you?
Thank you. It is just how I answer the phone. World champion, hello. I throw in petrol. Hello world champion, can I have 500 rand?
World champion.
Thank you world champion.
Thank you, world champion. There we go for the fourth time, world champion.
For the fourth time.
World champion.
Fuck New Zealand. We are not used to much.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the game?
What kind of a question is that? I'm still recovering. It was... and there was in like 30 seconds, this was my face.
Okay, but you are now making the whole camera go like
Is it? Okay.
I
was very passionate, sitting and watching and throwing and screaming and booing and oohing and eyeing and no, yes,
Now you just look like you're constipated.
Yeah.
You're fighting the big fight.
Well,
where you were watching, it looked insane.
I want to hear you! All South Africans!
yeah, it was craziness.
Was it in Sandton Square?
It was in Nelson Mandela Square. Yeah, it was in Nelson Mandela Square.
I would die between that many people,
There
but
were
I can.
thousands of people.
But it must be like such a great vibe.
It was amazing, and the cool thing is that especially when you got a microphone, you get to control those people.
Yeah.
Or you get to whatever, and they sing.
Dance for me, puppets.
Dance.
No, it's amazing.
So cool. It was so cool.
For me, I mean, even though we won with 1 point, again, unbelievable.
Unbelievable!
I set him up nicely for that.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Even though it was such a good game. I don't know what people are complaining about, especially some New Zealander people. But you know what, ne? That intensity from the get-go, from the Springboks, like you are not going to be allowed to do much.
It was craziness.
Peter Steph the toy.
Peter Steph!
Like you think you have a ball, and then you get hit by a truck. That is called Peter Steph the toy.
It's because he's not using Gillette.
Have
you seen that advert?
No, I haven't, but Gillette hasn't paid us. Why are we mentioning that?
Okay.
Gillette sponsored this podcast, please and thank you.
Thank you.
No, I thought it was a good game. The intensity was good. The drama, it was drama filled.
It was. I tell you, it was like a movie.
It was amazing. I had a great time. I thought the ref was great. I thought this officiating team was the best we saw in the World Cup so far.
Thank goodness, yeah.
And now there's a lot of people. You know how bad it got. He got death threats, the ref. His wife got threatened with sexual violence. And his children got threatened. And I'm like, are you a rugby fan or a psychopath?
Yeah, I mean,
Because there's a line.
There's a difference.
And you have crossed it if you do something like that.
Running leap.
No officiating team is going to be perfect, but I thought this was as close as you're going to get. But whatever, we still have the beker. It doesn't matter how many times you cry.
Yeah.
All Blacks.
Tough.
I love the All Blacks, okay? I don't want to be shady towards them. Big respect for them. But the issue is, historically, the All Blacks are very good at getting away with things. Not that they are dirty, but they are scallum.
Yeah.
They are a little tootsies.
A little, it's like
They have this way of getting away with things.
Do you know why? Because they're like across the road from Australia.
Now, we don't want Australians to be now angry at us. They already have...
In the words of Justin Timberlake, cry me a river.
Can you imagine, waking up and realizing you're Australian?
Hey.
I'm just making a joke. I love you guys. But their rugby is not what it used to be.
Thank goodness.
It's not. But they've never been our biggest rival. It's always been New Zealand.
It's always been New Zealand, but there has been...
There has been rivalry between all the teams, but I mean nothing beats South Africa and New Zealand. And I thought after the final, the way that some people were such bad losers, I thought this is not the New Zealand way. But then I thought we haven't played them in a final since 95.
Yeah.
And in 95 they said we poisoned them. So apparently they were not great losers.
Same poop, different scoop.
In 95 we poisoned them, and in 2023 we purchased all the refs in the World Cup and the TMOs.
Zay?
We can't afford electricity, but we can afford to buy a World Cup. Anyway, I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed it a lot. And now with the cricket,
Sure.
it's looking, like I said before, I don't want to get excited because I've been hurt before, but that is the past. The past is the past.
The past. Are we moving on and looking to a new and brighter future?
We are looking at now, and the Proteas are looking great. They're looking great. Good, the cook, I made a video, I told him that his retirement is denied. Sorry.
Yeah. What is?
Sorry.
Hey, imagine having that surname in school. What's her name? The cook.
It's such a boy thing.
Of course it is.
Like, I feel like boys, and my surname is Hall. Can you imagine what I went through in school?
You poor child.
Not just from kids from school. My own father. And his surname is also Hall. And then he would go, Samantha Hall, om die dam met haar vinger in 'n hol, om die dam met haar vinger in 'n hol.
And that's your father.
And I'm like, you gave me this surname, son.
I didn't have a choice.
Can you imagine the faces of people when you introduce yourself? Hi, Samantha Hall. Hi, John Darrell Hall. And you're like, Afrikaans. You are the plattest Afrikaans you can find, but that surname.
That somehow sneak through the cracks, I see.
Yeah, unfortunately, because we are as South African as they come. But then you just have to have that reminder of somewhere in your past is someone English. And it hurts my feelings.
Hi, sis.
I'm just making a kid. Not a child. A kidding. A grappie. A joke. Anyway, this has been a busy week.
Yes.
For both of us. We've been running around like afcooked chickens.
Yeah.
And we didn't really prepare anything on what we are talking about today. We're just winging it.
Oh, the other thing is that you sort of sent me a message yesterday.
The piece of A-rod garbage. Ne? I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I love the Springboks. Ne? And then I'm scrolling on Instagram yesterday. Lekker. And this kakkop, ne, is at Loftus.
Yes.
Filming with the bus there. Ooh, hello. And I sent it in my voice note. I was like, what did I call you?
Droll.
Droll. Hi, Droll.
My whole family has heard that.
Hi?
My whole family has heard that.
Droll! Ek sien jy staan by die bokke se bus, maar jy hoek my nie eens op vir 'n saamkom nie. Groot Droll.
Hey, droll! No. Jou drollkop!
I can't believe you still make the mistake of playing my voice notes out loud. Like, you don't do that. Never play my voice notes.
That's been sent to others.
Are you forward?
Yes, absolutely.
But I'm like, you have it in, ne? And you didn't invite me.
Well,
That's rude.
as much. It was there on the side, so it was get Loftus, and there's sort of the gate that goes around Loftus, and the wall, let's say, for instance, and at certain points there are gates, and that gate they opened, and there was a big truck. That they had the Isuzu truck, like a little van thingy, or what are they going to do? Like
I don't care. You were there.
And then it was doofing.
And it looked like you were close.
I was like, yeah, but they drove past. It's not like they freaking stopped.
I was this close to going to the airport. Because, I mean, I'm 5 minutes from
You're
the
like
airport.
right here, yeah.
But then I thought, I can't handle that many people.
Listen, against the
I
airport.
cannot. And it looked like electrifying. I would love to be there. But it's very difficult when you are a social media person with social anxiety. I can't.
I can't, but I must take a selfie.
But I want to be there, but I can't. And it's like, what's the chance that you're going to take a selfie with anyone in it? There's thousands of people.
There were thousands of people there.
But it did give me hundervleis.
Yeah.
Can I talk about something a bit more serious? I don't like to get political and all that business because we have enough to beat the press about. But you know, when we won the World Cup for the 4th time, so there was Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa hogging that fucking trophy like he just played for 80 minutes. I don't have an issue. Like, obviously, if you win something big in sport, your president's gonna be there.
Yes.
I'm just wondering this, ne? Hear me out. When all of our players, coaches, captains, everyone, when they talk about how important this World Cup is for us, and they say we want to give people hope, this is more than just a game for them. We don't have anything going right in our country. We need does Mr. Ramaphosa realize that nothing else that's going well in this country is maybe like, what is your role in that? No, I don't think so. He just sees this as an opportunity to get votes of someone else's things.
You're that upset, your words and tongue.
Words are eluding me. But anyway, I don't want to go on with this. I'm just saying.
I completely agree. I don't think it's right. I don't think he should have
And him on the bus.
And he shouldn't
Why was he on the bus? Why is he not there, out there sorting out all the problems we have?
I don't have electricity. I don't have water. Ramaphosa.
The water issues is insane at the moment.
Yeah.
2 days we didn't have water. We're making jokes about load shedding like it's normal. It's not normal. We are world champions. We deserve electricity.
Despite Ramaphosa, we are world.
It is. Exactly. In spite of the government, we managed to be world champions with the support of the South African people. Do you know how we are suffering, sir? I don't think he knows. I don't think he cares.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't give a shit. And now he's there on the bus. Woo! Woo! Sir.
Do you know how I thought about it? How I thought about it. Are you thinking about yellow ice cream right now? No. He doesn't. Is he thinking about your problems right now? No.
Give a shit. And now he's gifting people a public holiday. Like, that's going to solve anything.
However, do you know how stupid this is? Do you want to know why? The Monday was supposed to be a public holiday. Anyways.
The 16th is a public holiday.
But yeah, so it's been taken away and announced that Black Friday.
No, the 16th is a public holiday.
But it's been
every
taken
year.
away.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
The other thing has been taken away.
What thing?
There's supposed to be a public holiday on the Monday.
Let me just get my calendar.
Yes, let's get a calendar.
The 16th
is
a Saturday. That is a public holiday.
Yes, it was supposed to be transferred to Monday. Monday we were supposed to have off. People were supposed to have off on Monday.
Okay, but I don't know anything about that because normally if the 16th is if Saturday is a public holiday, it falls to the Sunday, which isn't anyway a Sunday, so
it would have
knock for you.
No, it would have been the Monday. It would have been.
I don't even care. Like, it doesn't affect my life.
I know this.
I'm in retail. Who gives a shit? Also, most people can't afford the extra day off because we are fucking struggling over here. I don't want to be hateful or anything, and obviously it's a big event. Your president's gonna be there. I just want him to understand how the people are struggling, and I also don't want people to fall for his bullcock. Bullcock. That is what it is.
Sure.
Cock from a bull. Anyway, I'm getting upset, so let's swiftly move on.
Let's swiftly move on.
I don't even know what else I want to say.
I wanted to say something about the fans that were in the stadium. So I saw Mr. Driekus.
Ah ja?
What's that? What is he most famous for, that thing?
Driekus, jy weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Jy weet nie.
Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Oh, sorry.
People are now walking around with posters. Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Start at the trend, sir.
He was in the stands, as well as Mr. Jason Momoa, Mr. Aquaman. And he was out of his depth. And it was right. But anyway, so he was there, and you could see literally as the final whistle blew, you see someone was recording from a very far way away.
Probably had a Samsung. Not an iPhone.
They probably did have a Samsung with amazing optical zoom.
Samsung sponsored this podcast, please. We mentioned you. Back by.
There we go. And you see him go. And then he gets up, makes the suit nice, whatever, and walks down and goes to Driekus. Hey, Driekus is like, yeah!
Yeah.
That Jason Momoa, Drinkers is a big guy. He's a big guy. And Jason is still like that much bigger than him.
Yeah, Jason Momoa is huge.
He's a monster,
Huge.
man. Yeah.
But a lot of people, I feel like most of the New Zealand fans are good sports.
Yeah.
They have like, what do they call it? Sportsmanship. A ship with a sport.
Yes.
Man. There's just a few kakupa in between. But especially like, I love it when there's like celebrity people who's following this business. Like Federer, obviously.
Yes.
His mother is from here, from the Kempton Park, where I am from. It's only great people from here. Do you know what it is, ne? There's nothing to do here. You have nothing else to do but excel.
Yeah. Only way is up.
You can literally only go up from here. Anyway, yeah, it's great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the final.
Oh, it was crazy.
It's great. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
But you know what, ne? As soon as it was over, because you know my father.
Of course.
Have you met him before?
I've met him. Sarcasm on a stick.
He's
Yes.
very sarcastic, but also he's a glass is empty. Not half empty, completely empty.
Yes.
Ne? But he speaks sense sometimes in his cynical way, because then he was like, it's fantastic. The world championship, like we are great. We won the rugby. He loves rugby. He said, it's not a big deal. We win so often. It feels like every other day to me. But then he was like, it's not going to change anything.
No, of course it won't.
Yes, it gives people hope. Yes, it's going to change the little boy who picks up a rugby ball for the first time. Yes, it gives hope.
Yeah.
But you just wake up the next day with load shedding again. You go on the roads, people driving like kakupa again. It doesn't change anything right now. I want Rassie to be president.
I also want Rassie to be president.
Please, Rassie. Oh, Sia. Sia, what is next for you? Because you know what, ne? No one can make people rally behind him like Sia. And it's because he gives a shit.
He actually cares.
He actually cares. That's why. But I'm getting political again. But the weird thing about this country, we're going to give you power for this World Cup sporting event. And when it's over, we're going to cut it back off again just in time for the matrics writing exams. Do you know what you're doing to people?
To this country. Destroying it.
Piece of gaga poofy. Bleh. Anyway, and just to top our collective cooker with a cherry.
Okay.
The Proteas won the Black Caps.
Yeah, that was a big day.
First time in 24 years that they
was
beat
crazy.
them in a
It was a
World
big
Cup.
score, eh? It was a...
And it was convincingly. 190
convincing.
runs.
As in they said, listen, you
Yeah.
is club.
It seems like the Proteas are better at setting up a high score than chasing one. I don't know, it's just what I'm noticing. Like maybe I'm talking cock here, but it just seems like that. Quentin de Kock, 4th century and 1 World Cup.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Best time to retire.
Yeah.
We need you.
We do.
But I feel like you remember 2007. That was a top tier sporting year.
Okay.
We won the World Cup. And the Super, back then it was Super 14.
Yeah.
The Sharks and the Bulls was in the final. 2 South African teams in the Super 14 final. The T20s, Herschel Gibbs had 6 sixes in 1 over.
I remember that, yeah.
You remember that? It was a top tier sporting year. And I feel like 2023, I feel like we're on the path, but I'm not jinxing it.
Well, don't.
But we have to now rally behind the Proteas because some people are so negative and they keep dragging up the past.
When is their next game?
Proteas next game, I can't remember the day, but it's against Afghanistan and then it's against India.
Oh, against India. Yo.
It's the final. I don't know if they call it pool matches in cricket, but it's the last like knockout what's, and then the top 4 goes through. So I'm pretty sure we are definitely in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
But India is going to be. It's going to tell us if we can, because India is.
India is India.
And
India
I
is
think
India.
it's hosted in India also.
I think this year.
They have home field advantage, which is normally a good thing, except if you're French.
Wow.
Whenever it's in France, it gives South Africa advantage.
Yeah, it seems, yes.
I'm just being a little
Next
shady.
World Cup again, France.
We can have it in France again. It's okay.
That would be great.
I forget words.
What is going on? You were pausing there, like as in your Wi-Fi was disconnected.
I was buffering.
Yeah.
We excel in France, is what I'm trying to say. I'm tired. My brain is over fried.
I can see so. It's freaking done. It's done.
Well, my hair color is gorgeous.
I see.
I just saw myself in the screen
So
thingy.
amazing.
And I was like, that is nice, Sammy.
It matches your yellow top. I'll tell you that.
It works together.
Hey, I tell you.
What else were we going to talk about?
Going to talk about a guy that's travelled across the whole globe to every single country in the world without flying.
But how?
I will walk 500 miles.
But how do you walk from South Africa to Australia? Did he swim?
It's challenging. No, man, he would have used a boat. So you can't fly. Row your boat gently down.
But you know what? Those things have a tendency to sink.
Are we talking about
Have
the
you
challenge
ever-
or the boat?
The what?
Challenge or the boat?
Well, either way.
Either
Do you
way.
remember the Top Gear where they made their own amphibian? Is it, what's it called?
Yeah.
Amphibian.
Yeah, amphibian.
Amphibian.
But then,
I made a video, I'm all over the place, but the other day I made a video about what English words I find difficult to pronounce, like horror.
horror.
Like a horror movie.
A horror movie.
It's a difficult one.
Yeah.
And bury. I'm gonna kill you and then bury you.
Okay, Gloria.
Bury.
Luke.
Bury. Look.
Luke.
There's just some words that's difficult.
You
And
are
now
good.
amphibian, that one is
Sounds
also...
like you're starting a two-stroke. Amphibian.
Amphibian.
There we go.
And also, the one that is that one where you put you take a long piece of bun and you put a Vienna inside it. What is that called in
Or
English?
nog.
And that's it for
That's it for
idiotic joke.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay,
I enjoyed it.
That's what I
What is it called in English?
Sausage roll.
No.
What? A hot dog. A hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yeah, you do. Forget you do hot dog.
No, not just me.
Hot dog.
It's because who said there has to be like an R before you are allowed
A hot
to
dog.
pronounce one. It's a hot dog.
Among people that say, let's watch the rugby. People say rugby instead of rugby.
Yeah, my friend always makes jokes about it because he calls it rappy.
Rugby, yes.
But as a joke, he's like, this is nice rappy! Rappy!
Rugby!
He was enjoying himself in that final.
I can imagine.
I love that. I
just-
keep going back to the rugby because it's all we had to live for. Now
Yes.
everything is all back to
No,
being calm.
back to being freaking black.
Well, except for the Proteas, they are giving us some hope. I love Westlife. Alright, I always have.
I know.
When I was a youngster, me and my cousin would literally have fights about who marries which one. Love Westlife, always have. And like Irish accent's my favorite. It's so sexy.
Alright, love.
I love an Irish accent.
Oh.
And now they have a show here in South Africa. I wanted to get tickets so badly. When it opened up, I was on the website, and by the time I got in, the only tickets that was left was like 1,400 rand for one ticket.
Oh my word.
And I was like, bitch is broke. Alright? I
There's
love
no
me
chance.
some Westlife. I saw them live at Jacaranda Bay, back in the back.
Back in the back.
So at least I have seen them before, but I would have loved to be there. And you know what I missed out on? They went onto stage in Springbok jerseys.
Oh no. That would have been
Isn't it
amazing.
lovely? I love them even more because they obviously Irish. They hoped for an Ireland win. But as they say, I opened the one hand cock and the other. But they were being all cool about it.
Yeah.
I like the Irish.
They're amazing people.
I like them. Anyway, do we have anything else to talk
I
about?
think that's about it.
I feel like my voice is leaving me. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's time for Arod's idiotic joke. Arod,
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting owl.
Interrupting our... I've heard this one before, but it makes me laugh still.
What do you call a fish without an eye? There you go.
I also heard that one. Give me another one. Another one.
Why did the thief take a bath? To make a clean getaway. Oh, do you know who we haven't spoken about?
Tell me.
Matthew Perry.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, then let's not talk about
It's sad.
Okay.
Matthew Perry, that's very sad. I never watched Friends, to be honest. I'm sorry, I can see the disappointment in your eyes. I watched How I Met Your Mother, and it's basically the same thing.
Oh, you want to get us cancelled?
I'm gonna get the Friends supporters here yelling at me. I just say it to be otherwise, but I loved How I Met Your Mother. But I never really watched Friends.
All the freaks.
I just watch my Friends. It's like they are like an episode on their own.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. But it's very sad, and I know he's had some issues and things. You know, while we're on the subject, I saw when he passed away the drone footage and people camping out and stuff, and I'm like, have some respect. Yes, he's a celebrity, but he's a person who has parents and loved ones, and you being there filming them, filming their reaction, just let the people grieve in peace. And also everyone now speculating about how he died. Like, just leave that. It's a person.
He
You don't have
struggled.
to...
Yeah, he was someone who struggled with
Substance abuse.
substance abuse.
But he was clean for like a year or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. People now speculating about, is it that, is it that? Just, you know, the results will come out soon enough. But don't be disrespectful. He's a human person. He's not there for your entertainment at this point. That's what my thoughts are. Okay.
So,
Oh, that was sommer my rant.
was that your rant? That was a good rant. I
Yeah.
feel like that was a good rant.
Yeah, it happened organically, but yes, give people privacy in moments like this. I know they are celebrities and they ask for the attention, but the dude has passed and his family didn't ask for attention. Leave them be. Just leave them be.
Losmos, I believe.
Now I have to do... Oh, I've written a song for the Proteas.
Is that going to be your rave?
Ja, sommer.
Yay!
Ik kom die blomme, hoeka chaka. Quentin de kok gaan weg, ik kom die blomme.
Hey!
Die blakkers kan huis toe gaan. Thank you very much.
Beautiful, hey? If you...
England has already fallen out. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. That is my what do you call it when you pretend to be someone else? Impression.
It sounded like a mosquito.
That was my impression of All Black supporters. And again after we won the cricket. The referee robbed us. They didn't even like they keep saying we were robbed. Go to the police.
Go to Joburg,
Go to
you'll know
your
what it's
nearest
like.
police station. Just remember to take your own pen and report the robbery. And then maybe after the cricket I said the umpire robbed us. It's the umpire. We bought the umpire. Rules needs to be changed.
I think it's time to go, Sam.
I need to blow my nose. Anyway, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on the Blêrie Podcast. And we'll see you again next week. I don't thank you for coming.
Okay, bye, but don't print it on the t-shirt, okay?
Okay, bye.